Welcome back, everyone. Round 24 of the NPL New South Wales Women's Competition getting underway here at the Village Green. It's UNSW hosting the Northwest Sydney Spirit in what should be a quality game between two very strong teams here this evening. UNSW all to play for, just 2 points behind the top of the table, Bulls FC Academy. Lots on the line as they look to secure their second trophy of 2026 after already taking out the Sapphire Cup earlier this year. But they've got a strong Spirit team standing in their way this evening. We'll get started with those lineups for the home side. Just the one change from last week's win. They start with number 1, Erin Naylor in goals, 5, Leah Puxty, 6, Aya Yamahata, 7, Poppy Channing, 8, Demi Kulizakis, 9, Lexi Moreno, 10, Chloe Smith, 11, Ava Collins, 14, Leah Burton, 15, Abby Lemon, and number 17, the captain, Angelique Christodoulou, is back in the starting lineup. As for Spirit, a couple of changes for them. They start with 3, Erin Pridmore, wearing the captain's armband, again back in the lineup this evening. 4, Shani Cooney-Cross, 6, Ruby Sullivan, 7, Avani Prakash, 8, India Breyer, 9, Sky Hamrick, 10, Ella Abdulmasi, 12, Tiana Robertson, 17, Harper Pell, 20, Tiana Fuller, and 30, Naomi Chinema. Substitutes for UNSW: 13, Sonali Singh, 18, Georgia Plessis, 21, Jennifer Kokoris, 24, Milan Hammond, 29, Daniela Nakari, and 99, Dimitra Vase. And for the visitors, their substitutes: 15, Talia Voskanian, 19, Frankie Morrow, 24, Charlotte Finity, 26, Alexia Fauna, 31, Elise Opadisano, and 38, Lucy Hayes. This match will be refereed by Patrick Pike, with Nicholas Danaskos and Travis Griffith as the assistants. So a few minutes late getting underway here at the Village Green, but kickoff coming any moment now. UNSW in the yellow and black, running left to right across your screen. And Spirit in the away strip, the black and blue for the visitors this evening. Prakash to take the kickoff for the visitors, sorely missed in last week's loss to the Western Sydney Wanderers. Helmrich goes high. Both teams going for the long balls early. UNSW a bit of a mix-up at the front, but things should settle now at the back for the Northwest Sydney Spirit. So, as I said, two strong teams. Spirit's ladder position can be a little bit deceiving. They started very slowly. Not a point to be gained the opening months of the season. When the transfer window opened up, they certainly went shopping and have a very different side to finish out the year. One of those recruits, Sky Hamrick, just giving away the first foul of the game. A strong push on Aya Yamahata. Lemon plays for Smith. Foul's given up by Smith after the heavy touch. Pridmore back in the side for Spirit, and straight back in to the captaincy role. One of the few veterans of the side, most relatively new to the club. As Channing goes back to Naylor, the two of them have been very strong finds for UNSW this season. Regularly in Team of the Weeks and even earning Player of the Month awards for their position. For UNSW, they secured a semi-final spot 2 weeks ago. But there is still plenty to play for. So just 2 points behind Bulls could take the top spot here this evening and put all the pressure on Bulls FC Academy before they head away to Manly tomorrow. Chatting to Zoran Normovsky before the game, he also stressed the opposite could happen for UNSW. If they lose a couple of matches to close out the season, they could fall as low as 4th and completely change their semi-final. So lots on the line for the home side. Burton now putting in quite a deep cross that will roll through to Tiana Robertson in goals. Would be keen to redeem herself after letting in a slightly soft goal last week. They lost 2-0 to Wanderers. The first, a commanding header. The second one, Robertson got a touch too and couldn't stop the ball from going in the back of the net. It was a disappointing game for Spirit, who had a lot of the possession and some really clear-cut chances that they just couldn't put away. UNSW got a 1-0 win over Rams, turning the tide on their season. It had been a long time without a win, but they were able to secure 3 points. Although a similar story, couldn't convert as many chances as they would have liked. It's Puxty to take this free kick on the far side. Land inside the box off the head of Pridmore. Sullivan to Breyer, now for Fuller, playing in a more advanced position here this evening. No Gooch available for Spirit. Also no Olivia Page, the centre back, has gone off to England to join Huddersfield Town. Meanwhile, UNSW on the attack. Koulizakis wide to Lemon. The cross is blocked by Cooney Cross. Prakash. Back to Pell. Wide now for Prakash, who is fouled, and that's a little bit of a pressure release. UNSW had her boxed into the corner, and now Spirit get an easy way out. It's the first time these two sides played this year, back in round 11. It's an 8-3 win to UNSW, but as I've already said, very different Spirit side they're taking on today. Team that had to save their position were right down the bottom, looking likely for relegation, and the restock helped Spirit immensely. Last week it was confirmed that it will be the Western City Rangers who will be relegated to the League One women's competition for 2027. Spirit back on the attack. Good tackle from Pell. Gets the ball to Abdul Masi. Has speed to burn. Abdul Masi earns the first corner of the game. Certainly using her pace last week. Gave her team a few chances. Didn't really have many shots of her own. Will be looking to have more of an impact this evening. Has been wearing the captain's armband in Pridmore's absence. Now Abdul Masi takes the corner. Meets the head of Yamahata. Collins attempts to clear the ball. Prakash stops it in midfield, gets the ball out wide to Ella Abdulmasi. The cross is blocked. Pops to Fuller. Sullivan goes all the way back. Spirit looking to drag UNSW out of that compact defensive shape. Got a back 5 at the minute, UNSW. Showing a lot of respect to this Spirit team, setting up in that 5-3-2, although Smith is quite deep in her defensive shape, bit more of a 5-4-1 defensively. The ball pops out now to Chinema. Both Perth teammates, Perth Glory, A-League teammates, Abdul Masi and Chinema, combining on that right side for Spirit. Now Prakash. Naomi Chinema. Cross meets the ever reliable Aya Yamahata. Kulazakis goes over the top. Wants to set up that defense higher upfield. Sullivan, Spirit Junior, long-time Spirit player. Cooney Cross loses it in midfield. Chances on for UNSW, but they couldn't hold on to the ball. Sullivan. Halmerick. Now for Fuller. Contentious in midfield. It's Collins who's able to secure the ball for UNSW. Interception there from Abdul Masi, read the play very well. Over the top now to Fuller, flag stays down. Tiana Fuller doesn't have enough power on the cross. It's cleared by Yamahata. Sullivan opts to keep the ball in. Shani Cooney cross. Fires a shot in. The deflection from Yamahata, who's been busy in these last couple of minutes. Bouncing around, middle of the field. Christodoulou slips, but manages to get the pass away. Quick ball movement from Spirit. Looking really good on that far side. Pell goes back into Prakash. Loves to be heavily involved in the play of Arnie Prakash. As I said, was very much missed last week in the Spirit midfield. Bouncing around on that far side. Ball gets to Kulazakis, who is looked to be tripped by Pell. Patrick Pike had no issue, and let's play continue. Prakash, silky dribbling for Breyer from distance. It's blocked by Burton. Falls for Breyer once again. Now Ella Abdulmasi cuts inside. Gets the ball to Indy Breyer. Inside, Tiana Fuller. And it'll be another corner. The shot took a heavy deflection. Luckily for UNSW, a deflection that went out just wide of the upright. But they've been under the pump in these opening minutes. Just over 10 minutes gone now at the Village Green. And it's the visitors who look in control so far. Still 0-0 between UNSW and Spirit. Abdul Masi's corner falls for Yamahata. Moreno gets a more emphatic clearance of the ball. Prakash. Not much of a press from UNSW. Happy for Spirit to have the ball at the back. This sort of area would be more concerning. Sullivan. Now for Prakash. Weaves in and out of tight areas very well. Now for Chinema. Well read from Poppy Channing and is able to play forward quickly. Smith trying to unlock Collins. Ball just into the path of Pridmore. Game played out similarly for Spirit last week, had a lot of chances. A lot of possession. But then it was the Wanderers who were able to score both their goals against the run of play after defending a lot. So they'll want to be more clinical, want to put their chances to bed. As Abdul Masi explodes into the box, she's tackled by Yamahata. Smith meets the loose ball. Kulizakis. UNSW trying to string a few passes together and unable to do so. They've started slowly. Pell and Breyer work it out of a tight area. Harper Pell. Looking for Helmerick. Came from an offside position. Moreno rightly told to take the ball back to the mark. UNSW going long. Lemon. Abby Lemon is tackled by Robertson. Big chance there for UNSW, and the ball's still there for Moreno. Just wide from Lexi Moreno. So they've been defending an awfully long time, but UNSW there with the best chance of the game. Lexi Moreno unable to put the ball into the open goal. Just hooked it across the face. Play broken down. Robertson had come right to the edge of her box to make the tackle on Abby Lemon. You can see UNSW, they want to play direct. They want to unlock the speed in their attacking players. Abdul Masi being defended strongly by Puxty, has Lemon arriving in support. But the ball's still there for the Spirit player. It's Kulizakis who cops a push in the back after making that tackle. Burton off her head. And Ruby Sullivan does very well. Leaves two UNSW players behind the pass. Had a bit too much on it. invited the goalkeeper in to scoop up the ball. Puxty, clever touch to Lemon. Lemon scoots past a couple and is looking for the switch. That pass, too ambitious. Ruby Sullivan was well positioned. Chinema. Ball gets through. Puxty out to Ella Abdulmasi now. The cross coming in just over the head of Tiana Fuller, making that back post run. Given up cheaply by UNSW. Students defending deep inside their own half. Setting up that defensive line. In line with the penalty spot at the minute. As Lexi Moreno looks for space. Pell retreats well to meet the ball, but gave it straight back to UNSW. Collins. Retreating Ella Abdulmasi. Back to contribute to the defensive effort. Moreno. Ball's won back well by Christodoulou. Spirit. Over the top from Abdulmasi. Halmerick, the flag is raised against Sky Halmerick. A couple of times now she's been offside. We'll want to be a little bit more careful. Cross all the way back to Robertson. Burton gets the touch. And Yamahata can scoot past Halmerick as the striker slips over. Didn't make the most of that chance though. Pass was poor. Fixed the mistake though, did the Japanese star for UNSW. Now Moreno. Looking to play in the run of Smith. Robertson. The keeper first to the ball. Poor pass from Chinema. Lexi Moreno's been closing down those angles. Off the head of Abdulmasi into the box. Ella Abdulmasi has Halmerick. Save made at the near post by Erin Naylor. Important save from such a quality goalkeeper. She'd be by far and away the favourite for goalkeeper of the season come the end of the year. Channing tripped up by Halmerick. Two good friends, so no love lost when they're wearing opposite colours. Out wide, Burton is after it. Stretched, but couldn't quite reach the ball. Down the line from Sullivan. Channing off the head of Collins. Christodoulou's pass. It's rescued in the end by Channing. Abdul-Masih. It's it in the UNSW backline. There's some room to move into for Spirit. Halmerick off the post and into the arms of Naylor. So Spirit going very close to opening the scoring on a couple of occasions now. Channing recovers the pass. Burton for Moreno. Looking back to Burton, cut off by Fuller. Chinema switches play. Pell has to go quickly to retrieve the pass. UNSW with the chance this evening to go back to top spot on the ladder. They got 3 points last week in a win over Rams. And it was Bulls FC Academy who dropped points. Sharing a draw with Sydney University. So just 2 points behind. The ladder leaders are UNSW. Trying to secure the premiership. Already have one trophy to their name after winning the Sapphire Cup a few weeks ago. Koulizakis wins it in a good area, manages to keep the ball in. And she's after it, Demi Koulizakis. Cooney Cross spreads it wide. Trying to find Pell through the gap, but unable to do so was Cooney Cross. Excellent ball over the top. Yamahata meets Puxty. Going in full flight. The cross off the chest of Pridmore. Puxty again. Inside to Lemon. Smith. Cutting back. Chinema was well positioned. Abdul-Masih for Tiana Fuller. Channing arrives in time. Fuller looking to round Channing, and Koulizakis comes across in support. I think Channing had it under control though, but little support doesn't hurt. This UNSW side have had such a strong season. 3 rounds to go. They have just one loss on the year, but Halmerick wins it back in a dangerous area. Isn't able to make the most of it. Sends the shot wide from right in front. And a few chances like that for the visitors right on a platter. Yet this game remains 0-0. Naylor not taking any chances. Wasn't happy with that scare. Going long. Prakash. So quick with her feet. Breyer. Leah Burton meets the ball well. Cooney cross. Sends it out to the right. Ella Abdulmasi. Cross comes in. Cleared by Channing. For Collins. Now Moreno. Just hit Smith in space. Sullivan is quick. We'll get there first. Smith putting the pressure on Robertson. Arrives slightly too late. The foul is called against Chloe Smith. Pridmore. Looking for Helmrich Yamahata. He's the one who wins it back for UNSW. Now Christodoulou. Forward to Smith. The pass inside is poor in the end. It's Chinema that wins the ball. Yamahata through to Collins. Goal scorer from last week is able to win a corner. This was how they found the winner last week against the MacArthur Rams. Lexi Moreno delivered onto the head of Ava Collins. Done a lot of defending in this half. Can UNSW be the ones to find the goal? Moreno's delivery off the head of Christodoulou. Lemon keeps the ball in. The captain with another cross. Headed away by Helmrich. Leah Burton. Burton! Her shot a long way from the target in the end. Bit of a rush of blood. Finding herself that close to goal. Back of Puxty. Is able to keep the ball in, Leah Puxty. Now Prakash. Dancing around with the ball, looking for that option. Fuller. Breyer. She's forced backwards. But Spirit still in possession. Breyer looking for the run of Fuller down the line, but not on the same page as the winger who just cut inside. Chinema well forward, the centre back. Up in the front line for the moment. It's being covered elsewhere. Kulizakis. Back onto her left. Out to Abby Lemon. Going over the top is Lemon, and it's too far for the Kiwi, Ava Collins, to get after it. So half an hour gone here at the Village Green. Still 0-0. Both sides had chances. Spirit certainly had more, but yet to convert. They're throwing down the line. Kulizakis holds the ball up. Puxty. Now Kulizakis once again. Took it too far. And a goal kick is the end result. UNSW had been undefeated for so long this season. 16 rounds they went without a loss before current ladder leaders, Bulls FC Academy, undid the streak. And it's Bulls Academy who are on a long undefeated run of their own. Now up to, I believe, 19 games. Since then, it's been a bit shaky. They had that loss, then they had 5 draws in a row, so plenty of points dropped for the students. Eager to continue the tone from last week where they got the win. Keep preparing for their finals campaign with a strong final 3 weeks of the regular season. Meanwhile, they'll have to contend with Ivani Prakash, who's out in open space. She's tripped up. Advantage is being played and wasn't used very well by Spirit in the end. Fuller off balance and unthreatening with her shot. Now Prakash remains down. Clipped at the back of the ankle. But we'll try and run it off. Ball holds up in a slight breeze. Starting to get quite cool here inside the University of New South Wales. Kulizakis playing it forward, but none of her teammates making that run. Just a little bit disjointed for UNSW in midfield. They're missing Sky Casaccia this evening. In her place is Angelique Christodoulou. Very versatile player, but spent most of the season as a fullback. Chinema, strong contact with Moreno. She wins the header, but Moreno goes down. Looks to be in quite a lot of pain. Moreno struggling, but rising back onto her feet. Channing, good pass to Collins. Burton over the top, excellent ball forward. Chloe Smith goes for goal and Tiana Robertson well placed to make the save. 10 minutes to go in this first half. Score's still level. Mix up there between Helmrich and Breyer. Could open the door for UNSW. Kulizakis over the top. Ava Collins is after the ball. Has Smith in the area. Collins. Top of the box, Lemon. Her shot's blocked by Cooney Cross. Another great opportunity goes to waste. There. Still on here, UNSW. Trista Dulu sizing up her options. She's trying to go for goal herself, and it's Cooney Cross copping a battering, really. Blocked plenty of crosses and shots now. Channing wins the free kick. Her arm held for a long time by Indy Breyer. UNSW setting up for the set piece. It'll be their captain to take this free kick. Two-person wall setting up for Spirit. Like I said, it was a set piece where they found the goal last week by the corner flag. This time further out, Christodoulou goes direct, and Robertson might be small, but has the jump. Perhaps a bit of a missed kick there from Christodoulou. I think she wanted that one to curl back on to the runners. Offside against Ella Abdulmasi, who's switched out. Hasn't been on this left side all game. Helmrich, who's gone out wide. And Abdulmasi now leading the front line for Spirit. Chinema picks out a gap. And Abdulmasi is after the ball. Pressure arriving, but UNSW find the path out. About 5 minutes to play in this first half. Both sides hunting for the opening goal. UNSW now searching. Ball's back with Channing. Gets herself around Breyer. Abdulmasi, a clever spin. Such a talented player with the ball at her feet. Still going into the area. The shot off the post. Second time. The upright has saved UNSW. Now they've got a chance. They're on the attack. They're moving the ball well. It's Kulizakis making the run. Sullivan, under all sorts of pressure, clears the ball away. It's a Spirit with a great opportunity at one end, hitting the post. Now it's UNSW. Can they make them pay? Lexi Moreno. Christodoulou. Smith. Chloe Smith still going. Back to Lexi Moreno. The pass through, Collins competing, but Robertson goes to ground well. Keeper gets her timing right. Room out on this left side for Spirit. That's where Prakash goes. Gets the ball to Breyer. Early cross curling back from Indy Breyer. Helmerick. Inside to Ella Abdulmasi. And this time it's Naylor. The brick wall. Defending the goal. And Spirit come up empty-handed once again. Another trip into the box. Another quality shot that doesn't hit the back of the net. Channing to Smith, able to turn. Gets the ball to Collins. Ava Collins, the cross. Cooney Cross gets a touch. Now Abby Lemon wins the corner. So just shy of half time. Has been end-to-end football. Spirit have looked the better side. But it's UNSW with a perfect opportunity here to take the lead just before the break. Lexi Moreno. Her delivery dropping near the back post. Takes the touch off Kulizakis. It's Prakash who recovers the ball near the sideline. Helmerick. Excellent pass forward. Harper Pell steaming onto the ball. Harper Pell off the crossbar this time. Abdul Masi still going. Kulizakis eventually clears the ball, but both posts are now the crossbar. Every single bit of the woodwork has been employed by UNSW. Spirit. Gone so close to scoring. But once again, unable to put the ball in the back of the net. UNSW would consider themselves very lucky to be going into this half-time still with the clean sheet. Abdul Masi still going. Both players go to ground, and it's Puxty who was fouled. To injury time now. Puxty's delivery flicked on by Collins. Fuller works her way around Burton. Breyer lays it off Shani Cooney Cross. Ball goes through, and Yamahata with two Spirit players bearing down on her. Gets an important touch, and that will be the end of the first half here at the Village Green. Still 0-0. Lots of exciting football between UNSW and the Northwest Sydney Spirit. Stay tuned. All the second half action to come. spirit. We've been able to head the ball away on the first two. As Natali delivers, this time Murray meets the ball very well and steers it into the back of the net with ease. Savannah Murray, the captain. Cross comes in from Zumaya. Natali gets a touch, and the Wanderers are up 2-0.
Corner is taken. Ball into the middle from Sutton. Isabella Rudd tries to get it further in. Sarah Farah takes the shot. It's snuck past Ashley Hughes. It's ball won by Bishop. Goes to Chelsea Harpour. Sarah Hunter takes a shot. Sarah Hunter has equalised. A moment of magic from Sarah Hunter in the 64th minute.
UNSW's third of the afternoon. Moreno delivers again. Header in at the near post. Ava Collins opens the scoring here at Linwood Park.
So congratulations to the Holman Barnes Group and to RPA Leichhardt for the acquisition of the Central Coast Mariners women's team. Camas will now look to play their advantage. She'll have a strike, open space, and Camas gets one in early. Brilliantly played by Lena Camas, the veteran. Good pass down to Hoban, and now good flick pass to Walker, and she'll have a strike, but will be dangerous here, dangerous, and Capitanellis equalises for RPA Leichhardt. The captain in Ashley Letta gets around Scarmadella, look to pass it. Capitanellis strikes again, and that's the second goal for RPA Leichhardt, and they take the lead. Spare time, quick free kick to be taken by McNulty to Roberts. She'll go long. She'll look to find. Goes into the net, does it? Yes, it does. Scores are equalised. It'll be intercepted there by Daxo, and McNulty was looking to play the advantage. Cabanellis passes it back. This timed here, and here's a chance now for Hoban. It's been blocked there. Here's a chance for Ashley Letta, and it goes into the net, and Apia take back the lead. So Ashley Letta ready to line this one up to make it 5-2. Strikes it easily, as you like, for the captain of RPA Leichhardt. That's goal 26 of the season, and it is now, well, I said 5-2, I meant 4-2. Get it right, McNally.
The game being played in the middle third at the moment. Dale help progress the ball beyond that. She'll look to, it's a lovely run. Inside the box, Sienna Dale! It's masterful! There's your bit of quality! Roche gets it from Hooks. Oh, it's a dreadful giveaway. And it lets Manly United back in! And it's lashed home from Chloe O'Brien to double the lead! We're taken short, as Manly have tended to do. Back here with Horsley! It works so well! And what a strike!
Coach Johnson now. Sino. Square ball. Who's at the back post? Neve Burns. Now here come Hills again. Here's Tavares on the right. Chance to make it two. Oh, yes he does! It's 2 in 2 minutes for Hills United. Oh, Hastings give it away. Stanek Floody. Chance here for United to make it 3. Alvarez with a brace.
And Morris is able to pinch the pocket of Sophia Varley, and Morris gets a goal very much against the run of play. It's the Tigers who take the lead. Tougher league this season, but is the Tigers' top scorer on the year. Meanwhile, Witts cutting back on her left foot, and Morgan Witts finds the back of the net. The speed was the real killer there. Feeney looking over the top. Morris lays it off. McMahon. They reply very quickly within a minute. Restoring the lead are the Northern Tigers. The long ball that hasn't
Every week, hundreds of thousands of people turn up around football grounds around New South Wales. Parents, kids, refs, coaches and volunteers. Cardiac incidents can happen to anyone at any time on the pitch.
Right now, not every club has a defibrillator.
And the ones that do are not always maintained or ready to use. In a critical moment, with a defib, that could save lives. That's why Football New South Wales, St John Ambulance and Toyota have come together for Every Beat Matters to help clubs around New South Wales to access defibrillators, cover maintenance and build a register so we know exactly where every unit is around the state. All you need to do is buy a ticket through Raffletix. $5 can make a difference. Every ticket goes towards funding defibrillators and maintenance for clubs that need it most. A live fundraising board shows exactly how much is being raised. And every ticket you buy puts you in the draw to win a Toyota Corolla. One ticket, real impact. Help your club be ready when it matters. So buy your ticket today.
Second half about to get underway here at the Village Green. 0-0 between UNSW and the Northwest Sydney Spirit. Smith lining up a shot early. It's Cooney Cross with the block. Done a few of those in the first half. Ball forward. Fuller held her line well. Tiana Fuller spears the shot wide. Spirit, who had some fantastic opportunities in the first. UNSW had a couple of their own. Both teams yet to find the back of the net. Unchanged 11s are out there to start the second half. Clever play there from the home side. It's with the captain. Wide now for Leah Burton. The cross early. Charging Robertson. Comes off her line. Going long, Tiana Robertson. Helmrich wins the header. El Abdelmassi is after the ball, but it's controlled safely at the back for the University. The Uni heading forward now. Collins. Ava Collins. Ball goes wide to Kulizakis. Lemon. Out to Angelique Christodoulou, taking the shot. Drops into the arms of Tiana Robertson. But UNSW showing their intent early in this second half. They had a really slow start to the game, but are now up for the contest. Moreno gets the ball away to Christodoulou with some space. Lemon. Abby Lemon hits the ball well wide. Not sure if that was a cross or a shot she was looking at, but in the end, bit of nothing there from Abby Lemon. They've been playing a bit more conservatively in the first half, UNSW, with that back five. They've pushed the wing backs up a bit higher to start the second. Lemon and Burton setting themselves up further upfield in front of those three central defenders, Channing, Yamahata and Puxty. So perhaps a bit of a tactical change for the home side there. For Spirit, they had some really close opportunities, managed to hit both posts and the crossbar in the opening 45 minutes. Change that happened during the first half is that Helmrich was leading the line. She comes a bit further back, and it's Ella Abdelmassi on that last line. Corner here for UNSW. Had a couple in the first. Delivery from Moreno comes to the back post, almost curls all the way. Kulizakis goes very close to meeting the ball. Spirit can breathe a sigh of relief. Momentarily, at least. Pridmore. It's now the Uni who've started this second half the stronger of the two sides. Able to win the ball back. Very high upfield. Puxty to Collins. Cutting around Pridmore. Cross off the left foot. Takes a couple of bounces before rolling out the far side of the box. Burton for Smith. Sullivan has no option but to give up the throw. Ball force for Lemon. Abdul Masi coming deep to retrieve the ball. She had beaten the striker. Swapped once again with Sky Helmrich. Leah Puxty delivers. Naylor to Lemon. Yamahata cuts past a couple. Gets the advantage too for the foul. Japanese skills on full display here in the NPL New South Wales. Couple of overseas players choosing to call UNSW home in 2026. Yamahata and Kiwi Ava Collins both making their mark. Pell. The flick on off the head from Abdul Masi. Gets the ball back. But is left on the ground. The tackle initially made by Yamahata, cleaned up by Koulizakis, and then excellent ball over the top to Collins. The cross doesn't meet Smith in the middle. This game's starting to spread out now, starting to open up. Breyer, offside. Just slightly creeped up ahead of those UNSW players. Helmrich was asking for the guide. How much was Indy Breyer off, and got told less than a step. About half a metre. The hands were apart from the assistant referee. Excellent touch forward from Abdul Masi. Ella Abdul Masi still going. Saves made by Naylor. It's fallen free. Kicked out of the hands from Fuller, and Erin Naylor will get a free kick. So they've hit the back of the net, but that one will not stand. Excellent goalkeeping from the experienced Kiwi. Represented New Zealand at Olympic Games, at World Cups. now making her mark here in the NPL. Channing, good pass, out of the trouble. Lemon to Smith. Now Collins is after the ball, but it'll be too far. Prakash gets past Ristadulu. Still going, Avani Prakash. Harper Pell. Kulizakis has gone down. No foul. Players stopped and Sky Helmrich not happy. Thought she was off and away there. Play stopped quite quickly to check on the well-being of Demi Kulizakis. So Spirit drop ball restarts the game. Ella Abdulmasi tracks two defenders, wins the corner. Set piece comes in, punched away by Naylor and recovered by Lemon. Lexi Moreno going long. Smith goes to ground in the middle of the field. Off the ball incident that doesn't attract a whistle. Prakash dances through a couple of defenders. Eventually loses the ball though. Yamahata, who's been really strong so far this evening. Channing, down the line. Burton controls it well. Now it's there for Collins. Early cross. Initially, Pell got the touch. Sullivan clears it over the sideline. End-to-end game. UNSW on the attack at the minute with Lexi Moreno. Goal kick in the end. Moreno was hunting for the corner, wanted a deflection. She kicked the ball out and was unsuccessful. Helmrich turns past Yamahata, but Kulizakis is there in support. She's been strong. Getting back to defend. Pridmore, the head of Helmrich, and once again Kulizakis stops the teenagers' progress. The pass. It's allowed to roll all the way out by Pridmore. Cooney Cross had all the time in the world to find the pass. Moreno makes the tackle. Collins, as Puxty continues the overlap. And her cross. It's blocked by Pell. UNSW with the corner. Could this be the one? They've had a few. Haven't been met well by the home side. Moreno's deliveries have all been landing in similar areas on the back post. This time, she doesn't even trust her teammates, wants to go for goal direct and has way too much curl on the ball. Not even landing on the roof of the net. That one goes well behind the target. So a wasted opportunity. UNSW preparing a couple of changes on the sideline. Channing to Yamahata. Lemon on the half turn. Space to roam. Now it's Smith. Chloe Smith to Moreno. On her left foot. Up and over from Lexi Moreno. Close, but didn't drop in time. The double change comes for the home side. It's Leah Burton and Chloe Smith who make way. Into the action, Milan Hammond. And Jennifer Kokoris. I apologize, Sonali Singh, the second of those two substitutes here at UNSW. She slots into the midfield. Milan Hammond goes up top, accompanying Ava Collins. Channing. Wide to Hristadulu. She takes the place of Burton, who was just brought off. But now it's Singh. Going up and down the line. The ball forward for Hammond. Does very well to keep it in the field. Cross. Cleared by Pell. Breyer. Back to Pell. The junior Matilda. Fires it forward to Ella Abdulmasi, who is pulled to ground. A very obvious jersey tug, and Puxty with a warranted yellow card. The first booking of the match. Knew the danger of Abdulmasi and made a tactical decision that she couldn't let the Spirit player get away. Prakash turns past Koulizakis. UNSW protesting the foul. Did look like Prakash might have got clipped. That's what referee Patrick Pike saw as well. Cooney Cross goes out wide. Brought down well. Fuller Across. Goes through the box. Building chances at both ends. Yet this game remains scoreless. Puxty. Unable to find a way out. Ella Abdulmasi. A threat in attack and defense. Pell pings for the foul. Channing carries the ball up and over halfway. All the way back to Erin Naylor. Given up by Christodoulou. Out for a spirit throw. For Spirit, they're just playing for pride at this point in the season. They have secured their safety in the NPL for 2027 despite a very shaky start to the year. Have no shot at the finals with the 4 semi-finalists. Now secured, locked in too much of a gap. It'll be Bulls FC Academy, UNSW, RPA Leichhardt and the Western Sydney Wanderers, although not necessarily in that order. UNSW trying to climb up to that premiership position and secure another trophy in 2026. They could slip as low as 4th. As Fuller puts in a cross, headed away by Yamahata, but still bouncing around. Lemon puts the ball out for a spirit throw. Pell. Prakash. Pridmore. Out to Sullivan. Cooney cross turns past Moreno. She meets the strength of Poppy Channing. Kulizakis under pressure, gets the pass away, but it's not accurate from Demi Kulizakis. Breyer picks up the ball in the middle of the field. Just over 20 minutes to play. It's still scoreless. Game has had some great chances. There's been goals for the taking that haven't been put away. Both sides. Looking for the back of the net. Searching for a way to get a goal. Breyer was under pressure, but gave it up. The ball forward from Kulizakis. Collins is into the area. Ava Collins hits the crossbar. For the second time tonight, that crossbar has felt the ball. It was Spirit in the first half. This time UNSW hit the woodwork. They've got another chance here. Singh. Cross floats all the way out. It'll be recovered by Lemon. Puxty. Sonali Singh. Back to Lexi Moreno with some space, cutting onto the left. The cross is blocked. So the shot is blocked. And Cooney Cross has worn a couple. In the end, too far in front of Angelique Christodoulou. Spirit get away with a goal kick. Just wonder, can any team find the goal? There's been so many chances. This game could easily have 3 goals for both sides, but it's 0-0 here at the Village Green. Halmerick screams for the ball, but Breyer goes the other way. Indy Breyer. Now she plays the cross in. Makes its way to Sky Halmerick. Back to Prakash. Pell is there. Milan Hammond coming back in defence. Pridmore. Poor pass from the veteran. Corner flag back in place. This game continuing here at the Village Green. Collins lays it off to Singh. Milan Hammond now after the ball. Just offside. 2 substitutes were looking to combine for UNSW, but flag is raised. Harper Pell with the throw in to come. Prakash. Cooney Cross forward to Halmerick. Into the area, Sky Halmerick. Tight angle, but she'll have a corner. Poppy Channing tracking her all the way. Some quality matchups all over the field. Lots of future stars of Australian football out there. It's Abdul Masir. Her corner met by Halmerick. The header just trickles wide. Agonising for the Sydney FC striker. Hands go immediately to the head. Halmerick knows what a good opportunity that was to take the lead. 15 minutes left in the 90. Christodoulou. Just looking for Moreno. It's broken up by the visitors. Singh. Yamahata. Now to Hammond. Milan Hammond cutting back in. A shot. Has some curl. Didn't have enough dip. Robertson goes long. Puxty. Out to Christodoulou. Can't keep the ball in. Cooney cross. Immediately tackled by Koulizakis. Collins. Now Spirit with the chance to go forward. Dulmasi back to Halmerick. It's the ball away to Prakash. Vani Prakash tries to slip in the pass to Indy Bry. The gap just closed on her. Now over the top. Collins is after the ball. Robertson. Excellent keeping. Moreno fires one into the head. Prudmore. Hammond with the cutback. Koulizakis turning, shooting. And a very eventful play. Leads to a ball with Tiana Robertson. She will play the drop punt. There's been moments throughout this game that have pushed people to the edge of their seats. There's been plenty of moments where you've held your breath, but nothing yet to cause raucous celebration. Moreno out to Christodoulou. The cross comes to Collins. Ava Collins. And there it is for UNSW. Collins had all the time in the world. Pulled it back onto her left foot and fired it into the near post. There was nothing Robertson could do in goals, and it's the home side who find a way to lead this game with 11 minutes to play. It's UNSW up 1-0 over the Northwest Sydney Spirit. And at this point in time, UNSW back in top spot of the competition. Prakash will want to reply quickly. Now, Milan Hammond loses possession. Breyer falls to Abdul Masi. Can't get a good piece of the ball, but a side spin fools the Spirit player. Halmerick to Ella Abdul Masi. Been sent quite wide. The cross first time. Comes to Fuller. The clearance from Moreno. The UNSW throw in. The urgency now when the ball's gone out. Slowed down for the home side. They were hunting, searching for the goal, and now that they've got it, desperate to hold on to the lead and see out this game. It's been hard fought through 80 minutes. UNSW trying to retain the lead for this final 10 or even extend it. The ball over the top for Collins to chase. Got themselves a throw now in Spirit territory. Dulu slow pass back, puts Channing under all sorts of pressure. Coming all the way back. Still time for Spirit. No need to rush just yet. That ball from Chinema. Could have been a little bit rash. Now that they're down, Spirit, and that the clock keeps ticking away. They may need to get a little bit more direct as we get closer to full time, but you'd think with 7.5 minutes, there's still the opportunity for some build up for this Northwest Sydney side. Hammond cutting back the right foot, Milan Hammond. Target in the end. Robertson. Yamahata gets the ball away in time to the chest of her opposite centre back. Breyer. Wide to Fuller. Tiana Fuller cutting inside, goes to ground. Play continues. Sullivan. Prakash. Harper Pell coming inside. The fullback. Shot goes through to Aaron Naylor. The keeper pushing everyone forward. Only to roll it short to Channing. Chinema. Sullivan. Now Prakash. Pridmore for Abdul Masu. Crowd thought it would be UNSW ball. There's no argument from the players on the field though. Cooney cross. Looks to pick out a gap, but Yamahata stepped across. Close to right Yamahata plays the through ball that Collins doesn't run for. Prakash. Yamahata once again slows the Spirit progression. Ava Collins wants to take the ball down to the corner. There's still 5 minutes to play, so could be a little early for time wasting, especially with just a 1-goal lead. Lemon heads back into the corner. 4 minutes to go. It's a long time to be playing for those tactics. Now the task for Spirit to go the full length. Puxty. Singh. Massey makes light work. Now Koulazakis still going. Demi Koulazakis. Kept in by Pell. Pridmore unlocks the space on the left. Sullivan to Helmrich. Goes to ground. Sky Helmrich. Remains just a throw in for Spirit. Inside the final 3 minutes. Switch from Chinema out to Pell. Cooney cross. She delivers just over. A leaping Fuller couldn't meet the ball. Collins sends Hammond forward. UNSW slow to get up in support. It's just Collins and Hammond up top. They will take as long as humanly possible to get this throw in. Back in the field. Singh throws it into the corner. Eventually, Spirit with the throw. What a physical play in that corner. Resembled more of a rugby scrum forming than anything football related, but UNSW now looking to manage this game. Into the 90th minute, they're up 1-0. A goal from Ava Collins. Foul committed. I think a handball from Sonali Singh. One back quickly by the home side. Spirit throw taken quickly, taken probably a good few metres ahead of where the ball actually went out. Puxty. Hammond was offside. Into injury time. Pridmore going long. The head of Abdul Masih. This is the final stage of this game. Final chances for Spirit to rescue a point. Abdul Masih turning. Still going. Yamahata eventually makes the tackle. Pell. Let the ball go out for a throw. Makes it a bit tougher than if she had have had it at her feet. Prakash. Chinema now pushing forward. The centre back. Just moments to play in this game. Spirit are throwing everything. Trying to get a goal. Went scoreless last week and they look on track to finish now 180 minutes of football without scoring a goal. Robertson. They need to go forward quickly, Spirit. Sullivan for Prakash. Has Breyer on the outside. Indy Breyer crossing. Helmerick meets the ball. Sky Helmerick. And the space just converges around her. Erin Naylor keeps it in the field of play. She's well out of her area and gets up to clear the ball. Did not want to let Spirit get a corner. Breyer, Indy Breyer, surrounded by yellow shirts. Now Sullivan, back to Breyer. Indy Breyer, excellent save from Naylor, keeping her side in it. They've got a corner. Spirit, can they equalise at the death? This could very well be the final kick of the game. Ella Abdul Masih delivers. And it's short, headed away at the near post by Singh. Comes back. Now Fuller. Chinema. Naomi Chinema's shot is simple pickings for Erin Naylor, and that could very well do it. Lexi Moreno is down. Looks to be nursing an ankle, but game continues. Pell. Fuller. Christodoulou with the clearance. This injury time does seem to have gone on for quite a while, considering how the game panned out. Naylor. As far forward as she can get it. It's Milan Hammond who secures the ball and is now heading forward. Out to Collins. And there is the full-time whistle. UNSW, a 1-0 win over the Northwest Sydney Spirit, and as of right now sit atop the NPL New South Wales women's table. All the pressure now on Bulls FC Academy ahead of their trip to Manly tomorrow. I'm Annabelle Bamfield. Thanks for tuning in to what was an exciting game, and stay across the rest of the NPL New South Wales women's games to come tomorrow afternoon on the Football New South Wales YouTube page.